Hello and happy Tuesday to all of my wonderful Aries. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a very special reading on today to all of my Aries. That means you, and you. We're going to get right into this reading, Aries, because we are moving towards a new moon. I love it, love it, love it. We're moving towards a new moon, right? Right now, the moon is a waning crescent moon, right? So things are still falling by the wayside. We are moving towards a new moon in 3 days, just in 3 days. So I want to help you all not repeat some of the same cycles that you've repeated in the past, okay? Let's get into it. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my wonderful Aries as it relates to every area of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, money and wealth, creativity and emotions, and spirituality, and where they need to take action. If you are in Aries who is a very strong leader, has amazing self-confidence, positive energy, brave, creative, courageous, determined, confident, enthusiastic, optimistic, honest, passionate Ram, who also knows that they are a god or goddess, I am talking to you, and you. It's time to activate, like intentionally place that divine masculine energy and balance out that divine feminine energy within you. Divine masculine means that you are a giver. Means that you are a giver. You're very action oriented. Your energy is directed outward. So by default, your duality is divine masculine. It doesn't matter how you identify. So let's get into it. Let's get into it in every area of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, money and wealth, creativity and emotions, and spirituality, and where they need to take action. So nice. Had to say it twice. Ow. Let's do it. All right. Oh, travel. Oh, money. Ka-chang, ka-chang, ka-chang. Yes, listen. So Aries, like I said, the waning crescent moon, plus we have 4 planets that's still retrograde right now, which is great. I'm telling you, I love when planets go retrograde. I want you all to start getting excited about planets going retrograde because it gives us a time to kind of sort of really slow down and really start concentrating and thinking about some things, right? Some people, and I want you all, Aries, to get out of saying that you are not patient. Yes, you all are patient. I can tell you many ways that Aries are patient. Yes, you are. So please remove that, I am not patient. I just spaz out. No, you don't. Here we have the Judgment card. Right? I see a lot of you all rising above adversity. That's what I see. I'm also seeing you all focusing on taking interest in yourselves. It's not selfishness, it is self-care. This is where I have laser focus on me and the things that keep me at a high vibration, right? Yes. Absolutely. This is where you're getting your solar plexus chakras realigned. Just right there. You're getting all your chakras realigned, but the solar plexus chakras resonates mostly with fire, the element of fire, and you're a fire sign. So when I talk about you all, I'm talking about your solar plexus chakras. And so your solar plexus chakra is located at the center of your torso, above your navel, just below where your ribs part, right? So it's yellow and it governs your midsection and all of your digestive organs. And so this is why I want you all to stay focused. I really want you all to have laser focus, right? And get as far away from hostile energy as possible. If you work in a hostile culture, a hostile environment where you just feel like you just want to go from 0 to 1,000 on people on a regular basis, there are things that you can do to combat that, okay? We've talked about it before. Sometimes I make a little joke about it, but I really want you all to not have to repeat any more cycles, really. When I say check them immediately, really, it doesn't have to be in a hostile manner. Somebody says something to you that's just off-putting or whatever, or they're talking out the side of their neck, whatever. You stop them right then and there at that very moment and say, what was that? Everything in your posture, everything in your tone needs to let them know that they've just said something to you that struck some kind of a chord. So we need to address it right now because I'm not carrying that around with me all day long, right? I don't want you all to think of it as being paranoid or, let people gaslight you into, oh my God, I only said such and such. Because people have a way of doing that. They'll throw a rock and hide their hand. Or they'll strike out at you and then pretend like it's all your imagination. No, you just said something that was crazy out of the side of your neck. And I'm getting ready to address it right now. I don't care who you are. It doesn't matter if they're your manager. It doesn't matter if they're the CEO of the company. you're going to give me the same respect that I give you off top, or we're going to have a problem. Okay? So people can say that that's being aggressive. No, it is being assertive. Okay? So yes, you're going to combat hostility in your life. Them slick aunts and uncles in your family that's making little comments about, oh, their child is smarter than you, or your whatever, their child is smarter than your child, talking to your parents or whatever. Oh yeah, my child is doing better than your child in school. I'm sorry, what does that have to do with uplifting both kids? Stop it right then and there. Nip it in the bud, right? Right then and there. You're sitting down talking to somebody. You just meet somebody and you know that you've invested in your education. And I am not funny. I'm not even anywhere close to being funny when I say this, because I really don't want you all to have to repeat another cycle, right? And the person uses the word Pacific, like as in the Pacific Ocean. And they should be saying specific, SPE, right? And they said, they're using words wrong, and you know that they're using words wrong. I don't care how good they look. I don't care how nice they seem. I don't care how much money they have. It does not matter. It's going to be a problem later on down the line. That's just one example, right? Maybe you don't care that the person used the word Pacific instead of specific. Maybe you don't care that the person say refrigerator instead of refrigerator. I mean, maybe you don't care, right? But the bottom line is that I want you all to stop repeating cycles. I'm trying to help you stop repeating cycles. Some of the things that'll let your body know that something is out of balance for you. And of course, I had to throw a little jokey joke in there. Kiki. Yeah, so some of the things that you'll know when things are out of balance for you is when you feel like you're in a rage. Like you feel like the bullying is rising up in you. If you have digestive issues, maybe your food isn't digesting properly or whatever. Because remember, the solar plexus chakra is at the center of your torso, above your navel and below, just below that rib part. So it's governing that part, right? It resonates mostly with that part of your digestive system, right? And so if you start feeling like, you have digestive issues, kidney or liver problems, even diabetes, feeling a little timid, feeling chronic fatigue, constant confusion or indecision, you're feeling like you have low self-esteem, a collapsed chest posture, when you sit down and you just kind of sort of, take the shape of a letter, like almost like your upper body almost takes the shape of a letter the question mark, the symbol of a question mark almost. Like you just have that collapsed posture. That's your solar plexus chakras that is out of alignment, right? And so you want to get it back into alignment. So one of the things that you want to start doing is some core strengthening yoga, or some kind of core strengthening exercises. Puzzles help. Sunbathing helps, right? Taking some kind of courageous action, right? Like as in addressing something right away. If you meet somebody, let's say you're single and you want to be in a relationship with somebody, like a romantic relationship, first, you are well within your right to ask questions. You want to know. There's certain things you just want to know so that you're not repeating the same things, right? You're not going to wait, especially for my people who identify as women. You're not going to be docile, because I'm going to tell you something. Because women in certain societies have been conditioned to be just kind of, okay, don't offend, the man, because, you don't want to make him feel like you're emasculating him. Let me tell you about divine masculine signs. That's whoever identifies man or woman, it doesn't matter. When you try to suppress how you feel internally, it's going to come out in a low vibrating way, because you got to get that you got to get it out. You have to. That's just how you're wired, right? So why not intentionally get it out in a healthy way? Like if you feel like, okay, someone in leadership says something off-putting to me, and I can't just really say what I feel like saying, I'll try to say it in the nicest possible way. Hey, can we talk about this right now, because what you just said to me doesn't sit well with me, right? That's one way. But let's just say, for instance, you're not able to talk about it. You're not going to carry it home. You may go jogging, you may go swimming, or some kind of activity outward. You need to get it out of your system, right? You're not going to be in hostile environments. You're not going to just sit there in hostile environments and just take it, because it's going to come out on somebody else. It's either going to come out on your kids, it's going to come out on your significant other, it's going to come out in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So if you're meeting somebody that's a potential love interest, and that's the time for you to get it out. Ask questions. You've been through a lot. You've done the work on yourselves, Aries. So this is the time to really, really get it out of your system. I see perfect synergy for a lot of you all in the workplace. So some of you all are going to be giving new duties and assignments, and a higher paycheck is going to come with that. But let's say, for instance, you get new duties and assignments at work. You're at a stage in your career where it's not just experience, where we're just giving you opportunities for more experience. No, I'm at this level, I should be getting some more, another comma or something added to my paycheck, or at least a comma or some more money added to my paycheck. So I'm seeing perfect synergy for you all in the workplace, because one of the things about fire signs, that's you, is that you all are very warm, and people are drawn to warmth, right? It's a cold world out there. People are drawn to warmth. And so that's what you have to understand, right? People are drawn to you by default, but you got to be careful about who you allow to draw to your fire, right? Some of those spirits coming towards you, Aries, are people who, may have other things attached to them. Maybe somebody's in an abusive situation at home, and they're bringing that hurt into the workplace. Maybe you got somebody who doesn't know how to handle conflict, and so they're trying to take it out on you because you seem like you're the weaker person, right? And so you have to be the one that handles this kind of hostility, right, before it gets volatile. Yes. So some of you all have come out of those situations if you learn how to rise above it and see it for what it really is. You're well within your right to say to a person who just says something, you know, a little aggressive to you, I'm not really sure what you're going through, but you're not going to take it out on me, so just stop right there. Force that person to apologize to you. You're going to apologize to me, or this conversation is over. I didn't say anything to you to warrant that. Right? You got to learn how to come right back at people. But again, you have a, like I said, Queen of Pentacles. You already have a spirit that's very mothering, very earth, just like, and I'm talking to both people who identify men and women. You have this very warm, and that's where your money is attached to. People want to be in your presence because you come with great advice. They know that you're a leader. You're very experienced. You know your job, the whole shebang, right? And I see a lot of you all traveling. Very, very, very nice. So with this moon, like I said, with this moon being a waning gibbous moon, things may be falling out of range, including your frustration, because it's not just external, meaning that people will be falling out of range in your life. It's also internal. What are you doing to clean up your own spiritual house, right? You're not getting as frustrated anymore. You're feeling like, okay, you know, I can take me a nice little drive after work. I can go jogging. I can take a nice walk after work. I can just sit outside and sunbathe if I want to. I can remove that stale energy, because that's what the sun does. Remove stale energy from our spirits, right? Yes, I can take some action, some positive action moving forward. By the way, like I said, we got 4 planets that's retrograde. We have Saturn, Pluto, Neptune, and Jupiter that's retrograde. In a nutshell, what that means is you should be focused on your money right now. You should be going after your dreams right now. You should be decluttering right now. And any project that you put down temporarily because, you know, there could have been some mix up in communications, it's time to pick those things back up, resume them, and go full steam ahead. That's those 4 planets, what they encourage us to do in short. If you're interested in a personal reading, you know what my information is by now. You can go to my website at queenamunra.com, or it's down below. Let's see what else the cards have to say. Yes. We have the 10 of Cups. So this could be you and your partner or your spouse, or it can be you and you, your divine masculine to your divine feminine. It could be the little boy and the little girl, or little boy or little girl inside of you. But nevertheless, this is you living a completely balanced out, harmonious life. This deals with your emotions and creativity. This deals with how am I going to get creative about balancing out my own emotions so that I can create that internal harmony within myself. How am I going to clean out? How am I going to declutter? Pluto being retrograde right now. So I'll make reference to the planets that are retrograde right now. How can I live out my absolute best life? Because I've already ascended, right? When you ascend, you got to recognize that there's some people who won't follow suit because they're not ready. It is okay that they're not ready. So with this when this waning gibbous moon, people are falling out of range, I need you to let them fall out of range with no resistance whatsoever. If they stop calling you, that's okay. Don't assume the worst. Well, you know, don't assume the worst. Keep vibrating high. If this person stops speaking to you at work, okay, that's one less person that you got to think about, look at, or even speak to. Don't even worry about it. Just keep it moving, right? Because you're on higher ground. You're on higher ground now, right? Yeah, they could be going through something. I don't ever assume that a person didn't see me or they're intentionally not speaking to me. Even if they look me right in my face, their mind could be 1,000 miles away, right? So I'm just going to, hey, if I spoke to you and you didn't speak back, hey, I spoke. That's it. Okay. Let me just keep on moving. I'm not sitting around thinking about why you didn't speak on if you really like me or dislike me, especially in a work environment. You do not take those people home with you. You don't sleep with those people. Well, maybe some people do, but you know what I'm saying, right? So anyway, here we have, this is about you changing your perspective from glass half empty to glass half full. The only person that can change your perspective, Aries, is you. Just you. Nobody else. Yeah. Again, getting your solar plexus chakras aligned, right? So some of the things that you want to use to get your solar plexus chakras aligned, and I love it, is lemon oil, peppermint oil, ginger oil, black pepper oil, cardamom, myrrh, pine, sage oil. Those are great oils to put in your diffuser because they resonate with your solar plexus chakras, right? Some stones is citrine, topaz, tiger's eye. By the way, someone sent me a tiger's eye in the mail. Thank you so very, very much. I did reach out to her and I sent her text message to thank her for that. So you guys send me some fantastic gifts. So I just want to say thank you for all of that. But this is about getting your solar plexus chakras in line and balancing out your own energy, because nobody else is responsible for us balancing out our energy except ourselves. Nobody else, right? So yes, this is where you're going to get your solar plexus chakras in alignment. And then guess what you're going to do? You're going to expect greater to come in your life. You're going to expect your work situation to get better. You're going to expect your soul tribe to get to be a better group, people at a higher frequency. Where you are right now, you're going to expect to meet some higher frequency people, right? Your soul tribe, your family. That's what you're going to expect to meet. You're not going to be sitting back thinking about, gosh, you know, I was friends with so-and-so for 25 years and now we're not friends. Okay, it happened. You let them fall by the wayside. Boom. You're focusing on something else right now. That's how you have your childlike exuberance. Boom, right here. Childlike exuberance, right? And that's when you'll start to see your business just take off. Because you have done the work. We're not repeating cycles. We're not repeating any more cycles, Aries. I'm going to help y'all not repeat another cycle ever. It's just up from here. It's up, up, up from here. More money, more power, more travel, better friends. And I mean, when I say better friends, I mean people who are on your frequency, okay? So let me say that instead of better friends, people who are on a higher frequency where you have ascended to, right? Yes, absolutely. You want to connect with the earth. So some of you all might have earth in your sign. So you want to get out there in nature, put your feet in the dirt, put your hands in the soil. Like some of you all like gardening. Men and women like gardening. Some of you all like planting trees. Some of you all like planting, you know, plants, whatever, replanting your plants or whatever. But get out there in nature, hug a tree, do whatever you need to do to ground yourselves. Get out there in that sunlight to remove that stale energy from yourself, because this is about learning how to speak things into existence. That is what a creator does. That job where you're working at right now was somebody's idea. Somebody sat down and they said, you know what? I want to create X, Y, and Z company. I want to hire people. And guess what they did? Dream came to fruition. Because why? They probably wrote it down. They spoke it into existence. Once you release that thing into the universe, boom, universe has no choice but to return it back to you. So be careful of what you put out there in the universe, because it is happening already. Don't say to yourself, today is not a good day, or I feel sick, or, you know, that person doesn't like me or whatever, because that is what you're releasing out into the universe. Start speaking to your highest self, Aries, because this right here is already in the works. It's already happening. Perfect synergy in the workplace, travel plans, people coming to you because of your wisdom, your expertise, your knowledge. You're the subject matter expert in your field. People coming to you, more money on your job. All these things are already in the work. So all you have to do, action-oriented divine masculine Aries, is speak it into existence. That's the action that you're taking. You're not giving any more attention to stuff that doesn't serve your highest purpose. That is what I have for you, Aries. Have a fantastic Tuesday. But then again, boom, I know you are, because the intention you set. Bye.